going on, my rental bestie? So y'all, this is my first episode of the Rental Bestie Corner, and I'm so excited that y'all decided to join me today. So what we're gonna be doing today is just scrolling through the DMs and scrolling through a bunch of text messages and seeing if I can narrow down a bunch of these questions for y'all. We're gonna keep it light today. We're not gonna do no story time. That's gonna be in the next one. I gotta dig through them to get us some juicy story times of what some people didn't experience. But today, we just gonna answer some questions. So I already picked out a few of them. The first one say, can my landlord change my locks if I'm late? Because I feel like he be lying, talking about he about to come over here and change my locks, and I'm trying to see if he can do that. Remember, I'm gonna read these questions as is. Okay? No. Your landlord cannot just come in and change your locks, even if you leave and go to work. If you ain't paid this man no rent in 4 to 5 months, I don't know who will let you live there that long, but no, they can't just come in and change the locks. That's illegal. There is processes. He does have to take you to court, evict you. It's a whole thing. I'll do a whole segment on it, but that's illegal. He can't do that. So no. Does an eviction stay forever? An eviction technically is public record, so it could stay forever. Of course, there's all these people out here who say that they can remove it from your credit. Is that possible? Yes. But if you don't go through all those steps and do all of those things, or if there's money attached to the eviction, then it stays even longer. So if someone evicts you and you owe the owner $5,000 and you never made an attempt to pay him any of the money back, which means he never went back to court to file the paperwork to say you gave him his money back, then yes, the eviction stays unless you can figure out some magical way to remove it, at least up to 7 years. Now, will that hinder you from renting? That's all going to depend on the owner. And at that point, you might have to find a private owner and plead your case to him. Let me see. I'm going to do one more question on here. Why do landlords require 3 times the rent? They already know it's hard out here for people. Why would they make us have 3 times the rent? It's like they asking for us to lie to them. I don't want y'all to lie to us, right? But 3 times the rent, owners feel like that's giving them some type of security. They feel that, okay, first month, the rent is covered, the first one. The second one, the bills are covered, and then you have play money, right? But if all of your money goes towards bills, anytime there's an emergency in your life, you won't be able to cover it. There's nothing you're going to be able to come up with. So this is why they're requiring for you to make this kind of money. Now, is it logical for everybody? It's not, especially if you're a one-person household. But they believe that it's giving them some security. I believe it too. So 3 times the rent is a lot. For some of my properties, though, it's only 2.5 the rent. But a lot of these owners are asking for 3 times the rent because they know that that gives them a sense of security. It says, if there's a dramatic thing that happens in their life, their car breaks down, they some large medical bill come in, anything like that, like your kid break a leg, you can still afford to pay your rent. But if you are barely making the rent when you get here, anything that happens that is outside the norm, you won't be able to do it. And I get that that is a lot. That's a lot of us. That's a lot of people who can't afford it. And I get that, but you can't be wrong for what they're trying to do because it's their property, it's their investment. So this is what they're making you do. No, we don't want you to lie to us on purpose. So maybe you got to team up and live with somebody else for a while. But all right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'll see y'all on the next segment. We're going to get through all these questions eventually. See y'all next time.